Leaving Bishoftu by bike isn't just a test of nerve, it's a study in chaos. It's a tango with everything that can and will go wrong, played out in real time on a hot ribbon of unforgiving asphalt. The weather, on paper, it's perfect. Blue sky like something out of a travel brochure. Temperatures hovering in that sweet spot. Warm enough to ride in a t-shirt, cool enough to keep you from melting into the pavement. Somewhere in the distance, you know there's a breeze, that soft, cool kiss of air that should make a ride like this a dream. But it barely reaches us here. Whatever clean, sweet breeze there is gets chewed up and spit out by the crush of traffic, tangled in exhaust fumes, beaten back by the thick, wet cough of diesel engines working overtime. We catch it in brief, taunting wisps between the smoke and the rumble, threading its way through the narrow canyons of semi-trucks that pass inches from our handlebars. It's there, but it never stays. It's a whisper in a shouting match. There's no shoulder, no protected lane. Hell, half the time there's barely a road. Just a dusty, crumbling suggestion of where the vehicles might, theoretically, belong. Signage? If you find any, it's either sun-bleached beyond recognition or hidden behind layers of street art, lost to time and the general indifference of the road. So you ride in the current, dodging pedestrians who step out into the street with a kind of casual fatalism, weaving between battered blue taxis and overloaded trucks piled high with teetering, impossible loads. No one expects you. A bicycle moving at speed in the middle of this madness is a foreign object, a glitch in the system. You are invisible until the very last second, and by then, it's too late for apologies. There's a kind of trust you have to develop out here, a relationship, really, between you and your machine. It's a deep, unspoken understanding that your bike, as battered and patched together as it might be, will hold up. Not because a mechanic tuned it with surgical precision, but because you did. You learned to wrench it yourself, clean the bearings, tension the spokes, swap the cables, not out of some DIY romanticism, but because there's nobody else to do it for you. Out here, a broken chain isn't an inconvenience. It's a death sentence. Every creak and groan of the frame, every whisper from the tires on rough pavement, every twitch of the handlebars becomes part of a conversation you're constantly having. About survival, about trust, about grit. You learn to hear the difference between a normal rattle and something about to fail catastrophically. You listen to your bike like a doctor listens to a dying man's lungs. And somehow, in the thick of all this, in the grit, in the heat, the chaos, and the close calls, there's a rhythm, a raw, brutal kind of beauty. You're alive in a way that's hard to explain to anyone who's never thrown themselves into the jaws of a place like this. Your heart hammering in your chest, your legs burning, your senses tuned so finely that even the slightest breath of real air feels like salvation. It's not easy, it's not comfortable, and it sure as hell isn't safe, but it's real, and that more than